EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. There on first down gets him a yard to the 26. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Into the secondary past the 40. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Lance now on first down. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right, and probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. The kick by McManus is good, and the Broncos the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. On first down. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ward. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's out quickly to Shenault. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Ward. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 27, Wilson. This is Shenault on the receiving end. Touchdown, Bears! Laviska Shenault. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Bears 7.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run it with Ward. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Now Wilson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the ground with Ward. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. It's Ward, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bears will extend their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
line. Lance looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 3,
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Lance going to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Ward. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Lance escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. They'll run on first down. It's Ward. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 17, Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Doug Costin, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out of stop.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, Lance. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again on the ground, again it's Ward. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st down, Brooklyn.
They go play action with Wilson. That caught by Trimble. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown, Bears! Tommy Trimble with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, check back, back 6, back 6.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now a play fake. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down and a pickup of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ward. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Wilson. Finding his target, it's Ward. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the pass. He's great.
And Lance now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ward looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Laviska Shenault, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Alberto Cuebuna, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visit.